he only gets to pick one in this case. He only gets to pick one. So starting off, here is our number 3 ranked guilty pleasure movies.
It's so damn close to.
All right, so I know which one Chris is, but I'm gonna leave him out of this one. I'm gonna say Sausage Party. That's you, Matt.
It is not.
God damn.
Can the real Sausage Party winner please stand up?
I'm the real Sausage Party winner.
Come on, man.
Where do you feel we are with Star Wars?
Oh God.
No, I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
Hi.
How's it going?
This is
Sarah Lock Mixture.
This is the face of the COVID quarantine right now. I don't
None
know.
of us are looking good.
You know. Sad. I feel like you were talking about The Shining earlier. And I'm trapped here with my wife and my 20-month-old and my dog, and I feel like I'm Jack Torrance, except for I've been drinking.
Was that, or is that just a testament to your work ethic?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, when I was in college, I was always thinking of, like, I just want to get maybe, I never really thought I'd do rap, and I was like, oh, hopefully maybe I can rap some stuff around.
Set a new tone for the league going forward.
This is the jump start that the Schmoedown needs, especially after COVID really shutting everything down and us being out of the studio. Christian probably was like, yo, we need to shake things up.
Nick, what do you got?
Going with the one that was in my senior year show choir, Weird Science.
That is correct. Toby, what do you have?
I did not put Weird Science. I put Big.
And we are back for the third match of the Reely Trivia Schmoedown. Hey everyone, welcome back once again. I am Matt, and joining me today on the table is the person whose ass I beat, Chris Anthony Black Lives Matter Lopez.
I'm going to leave my thoughts on what had happened previously at that door exactly. But I'm so happy that you asked me to do this, honestly, after watching Nick and Tom do it. The first time, I immediately said, yo, I want in on this. And here we are. Second round technically. So we're really going to rock.
After Toby and Nick had their battle, which had Nick coming out on top by the skin of his teeth. It was a hell of a match, man. I mean, sure, it wasn't the highest scoring, but like, it was still fun. That was the thing. Like, Tom and I were sitting there laughing with each other just because it's like, yo, when are one of them gonna get a fucking answer?
This whole tournament, it's really us showing each other what we know and what we don't, obviously. Yep. And like, our match proved that, and Nick and Toby's match proved that. But today we actually get to see somebody who hasn't participated yet, and that's in Taylor Cleek. And
the Rager Cleek.
I'm really excited to see, because not to put any pressure on my man, but Matt, you've been hyping him up along with the pseudonym himself, Connor Breedlove. Like, those two are real enigmas in my eyes. So today we're really going to see what Taylor brings to the table.
Yeah, and with Taylor, his strengths for this match are Nicolas Cage films and horror thriller. Yeah, the reason he got his nickname is because of his character, Ricolas Rage, from his Beneath the Scales video. And then he's talking to me. We were talking about this, and he's talking all this smack, all in all caps. He's like, Give me whoever's out there. I'm gonna take him down. I'm just trying to get to you or Connor and win this thing out.
So rocking. I love the energy.
I'm like, all caps. Are you the Rager, Taylor the Rager Cleek? And he just sent this meme of a wrestler smiling. You could tell he loved that nickname, and it's sticking. So hey,
here we go.
But let's start it off.
Open my gods down.
Introducing first from the Who Are They Really Scared podcast, we have the one and the only Taylor the Rager Cleek.
Are you suckers ready to rage?
People been telling me, are you ready to face Nick Muhlbach? How do you feel? Isn't he your friend? Isn't he your brother? And the answer is yes, Nick Muhlbach is a great man. But there are no teams in the movie Trivia Showdown. It's every man for himself. So do I respect Nick Muhlbach? Do I like Nick Muhlbach? The answer to that question is an emphatic yes. But am I willing to put him down to become the champion? It is also an emphatic yes. I'm representing Really Scared, and you should be scared. It's time to rage, baby.
Wow. Taylor with a really
what?
He's going for the throat.
Get your ass down here, Muhlbach.
Oh man.
Oh wow.
Geez.
He's really.
He wants it now. He wants to hit.
He wants it now. So
I'm ready
he wants to smoke. He wants to smoke.
That's rage.
Introducing second from the Who Are They Real Entertainment, we have the co-founder, Nick Muhlbach.
Do I not get any here? Oh. Here's the thing about this damn thing. No, stop. Turn that shit off. I get absolutely no damn respect in this tournament. And let's face it, underdog in the first match, underdog in the second match. I'm sick of it. Matt, Chris, who I scored more than in the first match and didn't need my 2 pointers. I am so sick and tired of being treated the way that I am. I am the underdog going forward in this tournament that you don't want to face, which is why today I dressed like Dan Merle last time. And I couldn't help but represent the modern day Maharaja Jinder Mahal, because let's face it, people, you don't want me here, but I'm going to be the fucking champion, whether you like it or not.
Oh my.
And, Taylor, I'm the big baddie donger now.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Okay.
Don't you ever. You don't deserve that title.
But I do deserve the real Trivia Schmoedown title.
You don't deserve jack squat. You think you're an underdog? Well, I don't think your bite is as big as your bark.
Right now.
Before we continue, this already has so many names. I'm pretty sure this whole tournament has at least 5 names.
It's called the Really Trivia Showdown.
And nobody knows what it's called, the Really Trivia Schmoedown, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's just me and you seem to get that right.
Where am I?
And
why am I here?
I don't know what I did to Nick.
No.
Because the person that played that match, that played that first round match against Matt, that was an out of body experience. So please don't use that against.
I was just about to say, Nick, you were favored in that match. All of us said you were going to beat Toby. So what are you talking about?
But here we are. My man has a chip on his shoulder, and I hope he uses that in this match today. 100%.
No. The hype, they've been hyping the Rager, and the hype is real.
I'm not going to be able to take this seriously.
I've been waiting my whole life for this moment. Since 1995, when I went to the movie theater for the first time and I saw Free Willy 2, The Adventure Continues. And my adventure's been continuing all the way to this moment. It's my life. I'm fighting for my life out here.
I like this character. All right.
Character.
Chris, let's go forward with the general rules. For the general rules, competitors will be given 3 repeats per match. Competitors will also be given 1 challenge per match. If they use their challenge and win the subsequent ruling, they get to keep their challenge to use again. If they lose the subsequent ruling, they lose their challenge for the rest of the match. I'm going to start. Nick, are you ready to showdown?
Sure.
Taylor, are you ready to showdown?
This kid won by the skin of his teeth last time. He's going home toothless tonight. Let's do it, baby. Let's rage.
Yikes. All right, round 1. 8 questions in random categories will be given to all competitors. Competitors have 15 seconds to write their answers down. Answers must be said aloud when revealing response. All questions are worth 1 point. A perfect round triggers a 1-point bonus question. So, all right.
Oh, well, let's face it. Nick won't need that, right?
Oh.
Remember that last time.
All right. I will ask the first question. Chris will rotate.
Word.
So, question 1. In the world of new releases, what is the name of Daniel Craig's character in Knives Out?
Knives Out. What a great picture.
Really great film. I gotta say, I loved it.
Some might say a best picture.
Ooh, I
should have been a best picture.
Should have been.
Just saying.
And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taylor, what do you got?
That's Benoit Blanc.
Yeah, I wrote down because
and Taylor takes.
Because if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna have fun during this.
Taylor takes first blood.
A hole and another donut hole.
All right, go ahead, Chris.
All right, that's cool too. That's perfectly fine. All right, question number 2 in the category of biopics. Biopics. In 2018, Melissa McCarthy starred in what biopic, of which she was nominated for Academy Award?
The name of the movie?
Yep.
The name of the film. Yes, the name of the film. Please and thank you. Matt, did you like this movie?
This is one of the few award movies I haven't seen, so I can't really speak on it, and that's weird for me. So, because you're talking about the guy who gets the screeners every year and is watching all these different Oscar movies. So,
that's right. I'm pretty sure only the Academy saw this movie too. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nick, please answer.
Can't you ever forgive me?
That is correct. Taylor, what do you have?
Taylor.
I put can you forgive me? I hope you can forgive me for forgiving the word ever. But I will tell you it's about famous plagiarist Lee Israel.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
And we're tied up after 1. No bonus question in this one. All right, question number 3. In the world of Robin Williams, what president does Robin Williams portray in Lee Daniels' The Butler?
It's not a recent film.
The category is in Robin Williams.
So it doesn't
I thought we were only doing recent.
No,
okay.
It changes
Robin Williams is the category. Matt, what's your favorite Robin Williams film? Do you have one?
Hook.
And
Word. And this came up
I've
last.
heard The Hook brings you back. If anybody's a fan of my man John Popper, but sorry.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taylor, what do you have?
That's the President Genie, I believe.
No, sir.
Close, real close.
I took a guess because he's played him before and he can keep playing him anytime he wants.
I don't think he can keep playing him anytime he wants.
Well, okay.
But no, that is incorrect. The correct answer is Dwight Eisenhower.
That was my second
Yes,
guess.
everyone's favorite president, Dwight Eisenhower.
How could I have known that?
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying that stale popcorn.
Stale, I got this from my private screening room. I was watching the Snyder Cut before this.
Your 4th question is in the category of musicals. Musicals, yes. Put the popcorn down, private screener. In the 2012 film Rock of Ages, who plays the lead character of Stacy Jacks? Stacy Jacks.
Oh, this was a very guilty pleasure film. Like it wasn't a good film, but it was totally fun.
Wasn't it pretty divisive when it came out?
I think because of the timing, something was going on. It was one of those films that critics hated, but everyone else loved. So,
I mean,
the critics
I haven't
hit
seen
out
it,
on
but-
it. Would you say?
No, but
I guess
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nick, what do you got?
Tom Cruise.
That is correct.
Word.
Taylor, what do you have?
Tom Cruise, baby, and then I drew a little picture of feet, and that's what I think they look like. I got a lot of thetans on my shoulders. They make me really rage.
Alrighty then.
In category 5, we have holiday films. How many characters does Adam Sandler voice in 8 Crazy Nights?
Matt, are you Jewish?
No, Chris, I'm not.
Okay, I didn't know.
But I actually, growing up, I had a friend who was Jewish, so for like 3 or 4 years, I would actually go to their house and celebrate all 8 days of Hanukkah.
Word. I know no one that's Jewish.
And
5.
3, 2, 1. Taylor, what do you have?
4.
That is correct.
I had 3.
The 4th character is a deer.
Totally
I
counts.
knew that.
Classic performance, classic Sandler. I love that.
Classic Sandman. All right, question 6 is in the category of Stanley Kubrick. What was the last film that Stanley Kubrick directed?
Have you ever seen any Kubrick films, Chris?
For the sake of this game that I will at least participate in at least one going forward, I refuse to answer that question.
And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Nick, what do you got?
Not my strength, so for the hell of it, I wrote down The Shining.
Okay, that is incorrect. Taylor, what do you got?
That one's going to be Eyes Wide Shut, and I drew a picture of a little sex weirdo
Taylor
with
is
a mask.
correct. Eyes
Is that
wide
Tom
shut.
Cruise?
Yep.
I mean, yeah, and he does have some thetans under that robe, but that's not all he's got under that robe.
Yep, you're right.
With
1,000%.
that, Taylor takes a 2-point lead. So, question 7 in the world of Star Wars.
Star Wars.
While Ray Park provides the physical appearance for Darth Maul, what 2 actors have provided the voice for the character throughout the 2 films he's been in?
Okay.
Need
One of
both actors. Both
one of
voices.
those.
You need both actors? Then I'm not going
Both.
to even answer it because I know one of them and I have no clue who the hell provides it for the other one. Can it be changed to 2? Because clearly neither of us know what it is.
It's a deep cut. That's the thing.
I mean, listen, I know one of them, but
I think
I can
I know
clearly
you know
see
one.
that Taylor knows neither of them. So
You can't read my expressions. I got sunglasses on.
His eyes are wide shut.
I could read with your lack of writing anything.
I'm sleeping under here.
And 5, 4, 3,
This is off the rails.
2, 1. All right, Taylor, what do you have?
I literally have no idea.
I have Sam Witwer, but I
Yes.
don't know who the other one is.
That's more than I have, baby.
Peter Serafinowicz.
It was
I would
Sarah
argue
Fenowitz. I almost wrote that down. I was like, that's
Voice the
not-
character. And
Darth Maul in Phantom
Fuck.
Menace.
I would have argued that should have been a you need one question, but that's just me.
Apparently, I just should write stuff down, even if I don't think it's right.
I did
Yeah,
that last
admit.
match. I would have won by a lot more if I had done that.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see the both of you try to spell Serafinowicz.
See, but you got to remember, spelling doesn't count as long as
Oh
you
no, I
say
just
it.
wanted to see what they thought.
Excuse me.
Serafinowicz.
All right, Chris, take it away with the last question in the first
The last
round.
question of round 1 is in the category of Quentin Tarantino. And your question is, what film won Quentin Tarantino his first Academy Award?
Gotta love Tarantino films, man. I just gotta say, I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
See, I bet no one in his films even wears socks at this point. Like shoes is barely acceptable, but socks has to be a no-go on set, right? For everybody,
five,
not just the ladies.
4, 3,
just being honest.
2, 1. Pencils down. All right, what do you got, Nick?
Is it Pulp Fiction?
You are correct.
Tis Pulp Fiction. Taylor,
what do you got?
Pulp Fiction. I drew a picture of a foot smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, that's Uma Thurman.
Yeah, oh man, don't do that to Uma Thurman.
Ooh.
Man,
I'm gonna draw the bride.
Quentin Tarantino's done a lot worse, and we all forget those things.
Matt, can we get an update on the score, please?
And the score coming out of round 1 is Taylor has a 2-point lead. The score is 5-3. So let's go to the rules of round 2. Round 2, the wheel round. Each competitor will have a chance to spin that wheel. Going forward, they can respin the wheel once unless it lands on opponent's choice. The competitor will get 4 questions from their chosen category. Questions are worth 2 points or 1 point if multiple choice is chosen. Opponents may steal if a competitor gives the incorrect answer. Now, I must remind the competitors that if it is not your turn with the wheel, you have to keep your hands above your head while you answer your questions. Just keep that in mind. So, Taylor, you have the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Nick?
I want to spin that beautiful wheel.
Word.
Do something real quick so we don't have to give it a 20-second spin.
You don't have to write it down, Taylor.
You don't have to write it down. You just get to say it.
Just say your answer aloud.
Okay, baby.
All right, so
Little Spinsky.
the anticipation is going to build on this.
Come
I'm about to
on,
get
baby.
hypnotized by this wheel.
Get me something good.
Spinner's choice for the Rager.
For the Rager.
Spinner's choice, man.
Your choices are Nick Cage, horror thriller, Leo DiCaprio, or excuse me, not Leo DiCaprio, MCU, Star Wars, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Kevin Smith, Scorsese, or the Coen brothers.
Did we get sponsored by a lightsaber manufacturer? What's that advertisement down there?
Just an advertisement that pops up.
Look, here's the fact of the matter. I'm here to represent the greatest show on this channel every Thursday night called Really Scared.
Word.
And I think it's time to represent my name. So throw up the horror thriller category.
All right, horror thriller it is. All right.
Matt, would you like to take these questions, or would you like me to?
I will take the horror thriller questions.
So I don't draw any cute pictures for these. I just blurt it out.
Yeah, you just blurt it out.
Draw the
All
picture with your mouth.
Either this will go really well, or I'm gonna embarrass myself. We'll see what happens.
Hoping for the best.
All right. In Get Out, what is the phrase that Lakeith Stanfield's character of Andre says to Daniel Kaluuya's character Chris that causes him to worry about the whole situation?
I believe that's it's either really simple. It's the really obvious one. Is it? No, wait. Hold on. Let me think about this. Make sure I'm not saying something silly. Is it Get Out?
For 2 points, you are correct.
All right. I couldn't remember if the maid character said Get Out. I thought it was a trick question for a second.
All right. In the category of horror thriller, your second question. Tilda Swinton plays how many characters in 2018's Suspiria? And you do have multiple choice, so keep that in mind.
3.
That is correct.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Powerhouse performance. She
Good
plays
pull.
Plays a woman and an old man and a creepy monster.
Plays a Tilda and a Swinton.
No doubt.
All right. Your next question in the world of horror thriller. Scream came out in what year?
Oh, shit. Great question.
Oh, he's flustered. Dropping an S-bomb.
Is that 1993?
That is incorrect. Nick, you have a chance to steal for 2 points. Scream
1994.
Oh, closer than Taylor. It was 1996.
96.
Taylor,
The
do
year I
not
was
forget
born.
you have multiple choice if you ask for it, but the point
Yes.
value drops from 2 to 1. Do not forget.
Oh, okay.
All right, and your final question in the world of horror thriller. What is the villain's real name in the movie Saw?
Reminder,
Like
does
his-
have multiple choice.
Like
And he
his,
does have...
like
and
his
he does
first
have
and last name,
Yes, sir.
not like his nickname.
Correct. His
Yeah,
first and last name.
Give me the multiple choice.
You have John Constantine, John Dredd, John Kramer, and John Stanfield.
What if one of those options was John Jigsaw? That'd be pretty easy. I think it's John Kramer.
That is correct for 1 point.
1 point
So-
correct answer for Saw.
I'm putting the reverse bear trap on you, Nick Muhlbach.
I thought you were going to
Oh,
go
wow.
some. I thought you were. That's
Yeah,
not what I thought you were going to
All right, Nick. So after Taylor's go at round 2, you're now down 10-3. So you ready to spin that wheel?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Get my popcorn. Man.
Reminder, Nick, if you don't like the first category you get, you can always respin, but you have
he
to stick with
respun
the
earlier.
second.
That's what saved it.
A little spin ski. What are we gonna land on? We're looking at another spinner's choice, baby.
Oh,
Inspired by the Schmoedown, we're gonna keep the same gimmick. Everybody gets spinner's choice.
Yeah, just like
Here-
Houston last year, right?
Everybody gets spinner's
So Nick-
choice.
just got
Your
interested.
choices are Nick Cage, MCU, Star Wars, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Kevin Smith, Martin Scorsese, and the Coen brothers.
I'm gonna have to take a chance on MCU again.
All right, MCU it is.
MCU.
Chris, do the honors.
Quick cut.
Sir, let's play by the rules here. Let's put our hands up,
Oh, here.
and they stay
Hey.
there.
Oh, Chris,
So
I got
there-
you. I got you. I got you. If
On
he asked
what?
for him, I got multiple
Okay,
choice.
word. Thank you, sir. And we back. All right, Nick, you ready for your 4 questions in the world of the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Not really.
Tough luck. All right. First question. In the film Iron Man, what is the first thing that Tony asks for when he arrives back in the U.S.?
Multiple choice.
You have a burger, a milkshake, a hot dog, or a beer.
A burger.
That is correct for 1 point.
Give my man's a point. Give my man's a point for a burger and Iron Man. I believe it was a burger with cheese, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe I just remember that was why they had the little line at the end of it for
That's
Morgan.
kind of what I was going off of because I was like a milkshake. I don't know.
Yeah. So, your second question in the world of the MCU: who is the only other character able to pick up Thor's hammer in Avengers: Age of Ultron?
Ultron.
Incorrect.
Taylor for the steal.
Oh, I know.
A
who it is.
vision.
Ah, damn
Vision
it.
is the correct answer for 2 points. A 2-point steal
Yes.
by the Rager, Taylor Cleek. Your third question in the world of the Marvel Cinematic Universe: Jamie Alexander plays what character in 2011's Thor?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice, please, Matthew.
You have Lady Sif, Frigga, Jane, or Darcy.
Frigga.
That is incorrect. Taylor.
Steele.
It's going to be Lady Sif.
That is
Lady
correct.
Sif is the correct answer. 1 point steal.
Hope
by
that
the
character
Rager, Taylor
comes
Cleek.
back in Thor 4.
Don't hold your breath.
And
Your
your
fourth question.
I can hold my breath
Final
for a very
question.
long time.
The fourth and final question in the second round, the MCU. Who plays Mordo in 2016's Doctor Strange?
Oh gosh, it's escaping my name. Perrin Mordo is played by. Go with multiple choice. I'll be able to answer it because of that.
Benedict Wong, Mad Mikkelsen, Michael Stuhlbarg, or Chiwetel Ejiofor?
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
That is correct for
That
1
is the
point.
correct answer.
Nick is able to avoid being in knockout territory.
Can I get a
So,
score recap, Matt, please?
after the second round, we have the score is 13-5. Taylor in favor of Taylor, the Rager Cleek.
Now it is time for the
third
make or
round.
break third round. Matt, please, with the rules.
I'm not breaking.
Round 3, official rules. Competitors will pick 3 numbers that will correspond to 3 random categories between 1 and 20. Each competitor gets 3 questions. Questions are worth 2, 3, and 5 points. All right. There's no stealing and multiple choice in this round either. So, Nick, you can miss your first question, but you have to hit your other 2. But because Taylor's in the lead, Taylor, we're going to ask for your questions first. What numbers do you want?
1 to 20.
6.
6.
9.
9.
12.
And 12. Nick, I need your numbers, please.
18, 4, and 5.
Alrighty then, Matt, if you please excuse me, I'll go ahead and tackle Nick's question.
Yep, go ahead. You started off with 18.
Number 18 in the third round, Nick, that corresponds to the category of romantic comedies. We love a good rom-com here at Who Are They? Real Entertainment. Your question for 2 points. What are the 3 words that Wesley says repeatedly to Buttercup in The Princess Bride? Reminder,
have your
both of you
repeats,
have your
though.
repeats.
All 3 repeats, both of you.
3 repeats.
What now, princess?
Incorrect.
So close. The correct answer is As You Wish.
Ah, damn it.
As You Wish.
Good.
All right, Nick, you have to hit both of these to stay in the match.
Yeah.
The second question, you chose number 4.
Yes.
Number 4 corresponds to the category of young adult adaptations. And the question is, in what film... Let me rephrase. Hold up. I'm sorry. This question's worded so weird. You chose category 4, and that corresponds with young adult adaptations. The question is, this young adult film stars Jeremy Irons as Brom and John Malkovich as King Galbatorix. First read.
I bite my tongue because, like...
Reminder, you have your 3 repeats.
Yeah, you have your 3 repeats.
Oh. Aragon?
That is correct.
Yes, the correct answer is Aragon.
All right.
Aragon, the slept on and forgotten dragon film.
It is not slept on. It is horrible. I was biting my tongue because, like, the answer is on the screen, technically.
It's good for all the...
Wow.
It's bad for all the best reasons.
Wow, that's garbage.
Oh, shut up. It's not like that's the
Whoa.
book, not the
You
movie.
gave him
Are
the
you being
answer.
mean to my boy?
You gave him the answer.
I'm
Trying to
also being
stack the
very
deck
loud in
against the
this very-
Rager. Well, I'm
Wait.
gonna pull this house of cards out from beneath you, Matt.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Okay. Give him his last question, Chris.
Where the... Is there 2...
No.
Is there 2 questions in this thing?
Yeah, ask the first one.
Okay. Okay, cool. Word. All right, Nick. Your third and final question in round 3. Reminder, no pressure. You need to answer this question correctly to send it back to Taylor and put the pressure on him. You chose the number 5. The number 5 corresponds with the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, Dwayne
Junior
The
Mahal.
Rock Johnson.
Okay. I was thinking Taylor the Rager Cleek, but...
No, but pretty damn close. All right. And your question. 5 points. That sends it back
to the rage of Taylor Cleek
Mm-hmm.
and keeps you in the game for the time being is, in what 2017 film will you find Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson starring as a man by the name of Mitch Buchanan? Reminder, you have all three repeats.
Baywatch.
And he nails the 5-point question. Mitch Buchanan.
All right.
Baywatch.
We now go to
Baywatch,
Taylor.
that film.
Taylor,
That
if you hit this
film.
question, you go on to win the match. So, Taylor, your first choice, you selected number 6, which corresponds to the horror thriller category.
That's a strength. That's a strength.
We will give you 20 seconds to answer this question. How many films are in the Friday the 13th franchise?
Shit.
There is no multiple choice here.
There's quite a few of them.
You have all three of your repeats, just to remind you.
Yes, sir.
You have a little extended time to answer the question as well.
5, 4.
Repeat.
How many films are in the Friday the 13th franchise?
It's a tough question. So many don't have numbers. It's the whole franchise.
9?
Incorrect.
Ooh.
12. 12 is the correct answer.
I forgot 3 of them. I even included Jason X in my list. God.
As you should include Jason X.
All right.
Oh, that's... Oh, no. Okay, go on.
Nope, we're good.
Go on.
Next question, Matt, please.
Your next number you select, you did 6, 12, and 9. So your next question.
If I'm not mistaken, he did 9 second,
Oh,
and then
my
he
bad.
did 12.
It's true. Nice.
Okay.
Should have been 619. But...
You selected category number 9, which corresponds to Stanley Kubrick films.
Okay.
Who plays Wendy Torrance in 1980's The Shining?
That's my good friend Shelley Duvall.
And your winner. Moving on to the next round to play a yet to be determined opponent is Taylor, the Rager, Cleek.
It's a hard fought match.
Yeah.
Both of them brought it for sure.
Yes, they did. We're going to drop Taylor out for a second to talk to Nick. Oops.
Nope, get my man out of here. We're going to hear from him in a second. But Nick, man, what's going through your brain right now?
Hard fought match, my man.
I will never forgive myself for getting that vision question wrong. I feel like the biggest fucking moron in the world.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Man, because I would have had a chance.
That was a 2-point steal, so that could have been.
I would have had a chance.
The game changed. The game did change. From that point
won the match if I had literally answered the most obvious question correct. I'm heartbroken. I thought that I had a chance. I told you guys that I was coming into this match not caring about how I was an underdog. I tried my best, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me.
And we're glad that you brought it. 100%.
Next match, I will do better.
And next match, you're actually talking to your current opponent.
Which
we'll
we
get to
will
that.
probably have to record at a later time.
We'll get that in a second. But, Nick, I'm actually curious into what was going through your brain when you spun Spinner's Choice and, like, you had to have a couple categories in your brain. MCU probably wasn't your first choice, or at least wasn't.
No, that was one of the, that was one she asked.
I was told at the beginning of this matchup that family films and stuff would be on the wheel.
Oh, that was on, that was if you played in the next match.
So a little bit bothered by that because I had it in my head that maybe something else was going to be on this.
Of the miscommunication.
I didn't entirely feel confident with anything else other than that was on there.
Really, not even Coen Brothers or Kevin Smith, which seemed to be some of your
enough. I haven't seen enough Coen Brothers movies to really say so. I was gonna go The Rock next, to be honest, because I had a fighting chance with that one. But nah, man, man, that vision question is going to bother me for the rest of this tournament. So,
and
good
you're not
match,
out of it.
Taylor, my friend. You know, I'm just proud of myself that I forced him down 8. So, you know,
big swing.
Got to watch more Kubrick. That's what I'll say. So,
but yeah, it's
that was just the one question, but going forward into your into the losers bracket alongside a man who is incredibly handsome, and Chris Anthony Lopez. What's
are you
something
talking about
that
my good friend Chris Anthony Lopez?
Yeah, I am curious. What's something that you would take away from this match that you will go ahead and attempt to change? Because of course you want to change your fate for the next match, and hopefully
especially when it's go. The next match is win or go home for both of you. I mean, granted, it's not go home. This is just the tournament to decide our first champion before we.
If I was to have thought about that Ultron question a little bit more, I probably would have been able to get it right. But I felt really pressured being down by as much as I was, and you know, I did go into it with my strategy of answering my first thought, and I did there, and it bit me in the ass. But I did for the rest, and I did okay because I was, for some reason, thinking Central Intelligence as well when it came to that question for The Rock. So I answered Baywatch like I was thinking originally. There you go. So with that, I'm going to go watch Age of Ultron really quickly and try and find a loophole. And
well, thank you, Nick. Valiant effort.
We're gonna drop it from the screen real quick and bring Taylor back. I gotta say that I thought he had that Age of Ultron question like that.
As someone who, after talking to Chris Anthony Lopez, someone who thinks who is super well versed in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, even he was boggled at the idea of Ultron holding Thor's hammer. But it's the lights, man, being put on the spot.
Especially when you're, and I understand he was down by a large amount. Like Taylor did the right thing. He spun first, and he put difficult strategically. He put the pressure on Nick. I mean, it's just one of those things, man.
Exactly, and with, like you said, Taylor going first was such a power move, and I would love, let's bring him into the chat right now so we can talk about this power move. Taylor, congratulations on the victory, my man.
I appreciate it.
I'm curious with your thoughts going into that second round, because the second round really brought in your lead. What was, because we already know you're the guy. You're one of the two guys that really rocks with that horror thriller category.
No doubt.
But did you have any worry when Nick had also spun Spinner's Choice?
I was a little nervous, I gotta be honest with you, because, I missed that question about the release date of the original Scream, and I'm pretty embarrassed about it. I should have picked multiple choice. I thought, man, he could get all these right, and I would have missed one, and that would have really evened it up. I was getting pretty nervous, but I don't know. I guess it was tough for him. You hate to see it. He thought a supervillain could be worthy of Mjolnir, and it would never happen.
Yeah, did you feel any pressure at all going into that third round when you saw that he came back and tied it up, forcing you to answer your questions when you were just a wrong answer away from a TKO?
It was tough. I was getting a little scared, especially, again, I was a little embarrassed that I couldn't think of all the Friday the 13th films. There's quite a few of them. I knew he went to hell. I knew he went to Manhattan, and I knew he went to space, but there's a couple other adventures I apparently forgot about.
You got to remember, that includes a reboot also, so...
I included the reboot, and I thought of when he fought Freddy, but there's just some other ones I didn't think about, apparently. So that's pretty embarrassing. So he really took me to the limit there, but I didn't break.
See, now, what's your thought process going into the next match? Granted, you don't know your opponent at the moment, but is there something you would change about your game this time around, or are you happy with your performance? Is this what you expected? Is this something that you thought you were going to do, or did you underperform in your mind? I'm curious to your thought process on your performance.
Quite frankly, I knew I was going to come in here and kill it like everything I do. So I think I lived up to my expectations. The only downside is I didn't get every single question asked correctly. So gonna work on it and make sure that's the case next time. I'm not gonna show any weakness.
Word. Well, again, congratulations, Taylor.
And I have a question for you.
Thank you. Yes, Matt.
What's your strategy going forward, considering for this tournament we've limited it to 25 questions per category? So are you going to keep trying to throw a horror thriller on that wheel and possibly make it harder for a competitor like Connor, who's also strong in that category? Or what's some of your strategy you have going forward?
That's a great question, because if I get in here against Breedlove, he's a pretty spooky dude himself. So, that scenario could be flipped on me real quickly. It'd be to my best advantage to find another strength that perhaps he is not as literate in. So maybe got to dig deep into my soul and find something else in there I'm passionate about. And I don't think I'll have any trouble doing that.
You were this close to spitting Nick Cage. Would you have taken it if it had landed that way?
Absolutely. Nick Cage is one of the greatest expressionist artists of our time, and I get him on a kindred level, and there's no way I could fail in the Nick Cage category. So if the wheel lands on Cage next time, you better believe I got the keys to that cage. We're going in.
All right. Well, let's bring Nick back on here. Nick, Taylor, thank you again for coming on here. Taylor, good luck to you. If I'm playing you, I wish you the best of luck.
I'll see you.
I have a feeling I'll see you too.
Get your ass down here, Thomas. I'm ready.
Get on my level first. Maybe grow a few inches, then we can talk.
Oh, you got me raging now, brother.
I have no affiliation with the man that played against Matthew Thomas. I am just the lowly commentator.
Get on board the rage train, baby. We're going getting real pissed. We're getting red hot mad.
Have a good night, everyone. Signing off, I'm Matt.
And I'm Chris.
And I'm disappointed that I missed that vision question.
I'm the Rager.
Have a good night.
We'll see you guys next time.